As an Assemblies of God, do you hold to the doctrine baptism of the Holy Spirit and that the initial evidence that someone is spirit baptized is through the sign of tongues? Okay, so the Assemblies of God as a denomination has 16 what they call fundamental truths. And to be honest, this is the only one I have a problem with. They do believe that speaking in tongues is the initial physical evidence of an event that we call baptism in the Holy Spirit. It's different than receiving the Holy Spirit for salvation. We can see that happen in this passage where Jesus breathes on the disciples. They received the Holy Spirit then for salvation, but being baptized in his power is very similar to what happened like with Samson, where the Holy Spirit would rush on him. But with like Samson, it was temporary. This was permanent. He was permanently with the church. And so, yes, I do agree that speaking in tongues is something that quite often happens, but making it a requirement just encourages people to fake it so that they can get along with people who are standing around them trying to show faith, and it ends up just bullying them into it. It's a very terrible thing to happen. It happened to me. Now, when it genuinely happened to me, it was a very amazing experience. But I did not allow myself to fake. I did not just start babbling so, as they say, your tongue would trip. That's a terrible thing to do. You're just encouraging them to make up noises. No, when it happened to me, all I did was open my mouth and the words came out on their own. And this power and peace washed over me unlike anything I've ever felt before. And the words were coming out of me like a good vomit. And I know this sounds weird, but that's the best way I can explain it. It was uncontrollable, just coming out of me. So I do believe it is an evidence, and I do believe it is the only firm evidence because it is the only gift in the Bible that doesn't happen outside of the baptism of the Spirit. I just cannot accept that someone cannot be baptized in the Holy Spirit if they don't speak in tongues, especially if they come from a history of tongues abuse. They could be very resistant to it. And besides which, I know of plenty of people who prophesied first. So sorry, but I'm going to disagree with my own denomination on that one.